Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to analyze the needs of the Master 1 students in the Department of Information and Communication Sciences, presented by Abdul Mu'min Mohammed Amar, Shalal Sabrina, Alwash Lydia, Bozidi Lydia, Bosaid Tinhinan. This is for majorly journalism students in their Master 1 in Abdul Rahman Mira University. First of all, we have the plan, and in the plan we have the abstract, the introduction, methodology, the results, and the conclusion, which are going to be explained very well in very nice details for understanding the different needs of the journalism students in Algeria, Béjaïa. Yes, and also we shall look at very many different aspects that we have in Abdurrahman Mira. In the abstract, we study in this abstract, it is for designing the course of this journalism project of the students and their needs. So to develop this course, we need to know what the students lack. So if we know what the students lack, we find out their needs and we analyze them through form of questionnaires. That is the best way that we found in this video. In introduction, in English language was introduced in Algeria in the year 2022, 2023, and it has begun to take place from the primary level. So we're going to look at the impact of the introduction of English in Algeria. Yeah. In methodology, we have to analyze, and we analyze that the subjects who participated in this investigation were all journalism students, and they were in their fourth year, or as we can say, they were in their first year of masters, and 59% of them were female, 41% were male, and they were students of Abdurrahman Mira University, and there were 30 questionnaires which were submitted, but 24 were gotten back as the results. So in this, we shall have results of 24 students. In the personal data, we are going to be looking at the answers that were given in the words in the questionnaires. So in this, we have age, gender, and mother tongue in the form of personal data. So for age, as you can see, we are going to see the different ages and the genders and the mother tongues that are exhibited by the students that took part in the questionnaire. For age, we find out that majority of the students were below the age of 25 years, with 4 who with 23 years old, 17 with 21 years old, and 3 who are above 25 years old. Then the next part of personal data will be the gender. Yes, and in the gender, we find that 59% of the students were female and 41% were male. And this shows us that predominantly the journalism students are female. And yes, exactly. For the third part of part one, which is personal data, the third part is mother tongue. And in the mother tongue, we see that the majority of the students who participated in this questionnaire or in this survey were speaking Kabyle, and that was 92%, and 8% were speaking Arab as their mother tongue, the language which they spoke when they were very young, the first language that they spoke, or the first language in their area that they speak is Kabyle and Arab. And in language use, we gave out different questions, and in these questions, there was the first question was, do you need English in your study? Second question was, is English an important language for you as a student? Third question was, should English be used as the language of studying? And the fourth question was, is it important for you to develop your level in English? So these are the questions that were given in the part of language use to be able to find out the lacks, the students, what they lack. In first question is that we found out that 16% 16% say they do not need English, whereas 84% say that they do need English. So as we can see, it shows us the importance from the students, the importance of the language for them in journalism sciences. Yeah. So now the second question, which was, is English an important language? Sorry, the third question rather, it is, should English be used as the language of studying? And the majority of students said 75, which was saying 75% was saying no, because I think of very different reasons, and whereas 25% was saying yes, that they should use English as the language of studying. The last question, is it important for you to develop your level in English? And we found that 92% of the students wanted to develop their level in English, and they were saying yes, whereas 8% said no. So these were the questions that were responded to and have been given to you in the part of language use. So we are going to analyze, using this data that we have gotten in this part, the different needs. So, sorry, I had forgotten another question. So the question number 2, which we had said it was number 2, was put to number 4, and was saying, is English an important language for you as a student? And 100%, all of them said yes. So now the importance, we're going to look at the importance of the language, despite or even although the challenges faced with the language and the needs that the students have. So in our part 3, where we see the skills that are needed. So in this part, we are going to see or to analyze from the results, the questionnaire that we had, what are the different skills that the students need to improve their English, and which is very, very, very important, as they have said that it is important to improve, important to use English language as a student and also as a journalism student. So when we found out that the most needed skill was writing, whereby most of them, as you can see shown there in red, writing, were all below. They were saying that it was low. Their writing skills were low, whereas the others were a bit average, with some having, now, like general English, people were very, most of them were good, and listening was, average, we can say. Speaking was good, and reading was also good. So in that, we were able to also deduce that writing was the most needed skill, whereas reading was the less needed, and speaking and listening is moves hand in hand. So there were some future challenges. It shows that they could listen more rather than speaking. They find some problems in speaking, and also those are also some of the skills that are needed. So to conclude, in this survey that we had, majority of our subjects were girls, and they were all young, below age of 25. And we find out that the most important skill, no, before we reach at the skill, is that it is important for them to improve on their English, or English is an important language to them. So we find out that their most needed skill is writing. Thank you very much for your time.